my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.
It's week 1 of the 2023 season, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC South. It's the Texans and the Jaguars.
The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies, but it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Lawrence going to throw again. Touchdown! Zay Jones from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going into the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Back out is the Jacksonville offense, and Trevor Lawrence. He hasn't had a ball touch the ground yet. 8 of 8 throwing it, perfect so far, including the touchdown on the last drive, you remember, as they begin first and 10 here. They go play action now. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the counter, Etienne. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Lawrence steps away. And he's going to go down again. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. This complete left side to Aguilar. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set.
Back to throw again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 31 yards. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Dameon Pierce capped things off with a touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On play action, Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action with Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Out to his left. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones in the final seconds of the first half. The Jags have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point try now for Patterson. Now we've got a good one brewing. Burrow mounted up at 14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the double.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
Yellow. Cut.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll set up to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that into the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. On the move to his left. Crossing right, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, Etienne once more. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. But that is going nowhere. Only a yard up to the 2. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. But the defense on him quickly at the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And some room to roam now. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's got Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 25. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, box up.
A final shot now for Lawrence. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
So cold, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro, Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's chin in his face, yes. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold. Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence.